All right, January 17th, I'm heading up to the farm for a quick day trip. So I'm leaving for Texas for work, so I'm going to be gone for a few months. And I wanted to get some things done up here since I'm going to be gone. So the things on the list are I'm going to frost seed a couple of my plots with clover, which I know January isn't ideal. It's a little early, but since I'm going to be out of town, it's kind of a now or never situation. I'm not going to be here in March and April to frost seed it at the right time, so I'm going to try it out, cross my fingers, and hope that the seed takes, and then I can get caught up with it in the spring when I get home. Also, I'm going into a bedding area that I probably haven't done any work in for 2 years, but I'm just going to go in there with the blade on the weed whacker and check some things out and clean things up a little bit. I planted some switchgrass up in this area 2 years ago, and I haven't really been back there since, so I'm curious to see if that switchgrass took or not. I brought the e-bike up with me, so there's about 2 inches of snow up here, so we're gonna see how it does in the snow. I'm not really about 50-50 on that thing working good in the snow. I think it'll be okay in the flat spots, but I don't think it's gonna do too well on any hills. But regardless, we're gonna try it out. So we'll see how it goes. All right, buckle up. This hill's a little sketchy in the winter, but I got all the faith in the world in the old Ford getting up there. Just gotta hit her with some speed. Oh yeah, nothing. Easy. Easy peasy. To answer your question, maybe it works. So to answer your question, this thing will go straight in the snow, but it doesn't turn very well. So I'm going to try to use it, at least try to get some of the stuff down that I need, and go from there. I must say, this is impressive. The bow rack also works as a weed whacker rack. So I got the blade on here. We're gonna use that for cutting some briars. Let's see how it does. All right, so the plan today is do some work on this hillside. You can see it's really thick briars up in here and all kind of down trees. And the deer use this area, but they come across this way. They stay below it and then they stay above it. So my plan is just to kind of cut some paths in so they can come up and down as well. My food plot's straight behind me, down in here. So anything to make it from bedding to food in a quicker path is what I'm trying to do here. So I'm going to come in and open some paths up through here. Probably two. I'm gonna try to get 2 good runs coming off in through the middle of this. One right here, and then one over that way. I'll probably need a chainsaw up in here too to open these paths up, but first step is coming in here with this blade and opening things up so I can move through there without getting ripped up. All right, we're about halfway up my first run here. It's kind of hard to tell because there's so much dead briars laying in the way, but you know, we're coming right through here. All right, I know it's really hard to see here, but the path I'm cutting is coming right through here, kind of zags through here. So once I get this all cut all the way up the hill, I'll come in here in the spring with glyphosate and I'll spray this path and kill all the briars on each side. And then what I want to do is I want to come in here and I want to turn all this into usable bedding. Right now it's kind of, there's just too much blowdown in here and briars that the deer can't really move through here and feel safe. So what I'll do is this is going to be my main path coming off of here, and then I'm going to cut little fingers back into here, probably, you know, 15-20 feet, and clear out an area, and then come over here, go 15 feet, clear out an area, and just kind of make little bedding pockets coming up this hill. Alright, so I made it to the top of the hill, and this actually worked out really well because there's already a run up here. Comes right through here and up into this old pasture. So now this run comes right here. So I think the deer will find this pretty easily since this run's already here. So it's worked out nice. All right, you guys can see the path I cut through here, through these briars. It kind of zigzags all the way up this hillside. And this hillside's pretty much solid briars, and the deer use the area, but they run parallel. They run the bottom side of it and the top side of it. So I cut this path through the middle to try to get some movement straight down through it. And then what I'll do is I'll go up off this main path and I'll cut little pockets off to the side, you know, in a little open area for some bedding, and just kind of make this, turn this into a better bedding area that these deer can actually navigate through. Because I think sometimes when it's super thick like this, that they stay on the bottom side of it. They don't really go in it. So my plan is to kind of turn this into a maze that the deer can actually utilize and go through here and bed in it. All right, I'm out on one of my food plots. This is about a half-acre food plot that I just put in last year. The biggest issue I've been having with my food plots the last couple of years is weeds. So my solution for that is I'm going to try to put a cover crop in that will be in there all summer and into the planting season that'll help choke out the weeds. And also, I think that this Whitetail Institute clover that I'm going to be putting in, I think that it's also going to be putting good nutrition back into the soil. So it's going to choke the weeds out, and it's going to be putting nutrition back into the soil. So whenever I turn the dirt here in August to put my annual food plots in, it's going to be less weed competition and better soil.